Assalamu Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to another reaction video, my brothers and sisters. I hope everyone is doing great. Today, I'm reacting to a very interesting and creative video from IHJ. The video shows how an ordinary old shovel can be transformed into a smart and useful farming tool. When I first saw the original shovel, I honestly thought it was just another simple DIY project. But after the demonstration started, my opinion completely changed. The creator uses the modified tool to work with the soil and plant seeds in a much easier way. I was like, wait a minute, this is not just an ordinary shovel anymore. What really caught my attention was the practical design. Sometimes we see DIY projects that look amazing in the workshop but are not very useful in real life. This project is different because the creator actually takes the finished tool outside and tests it on real soil. The idea of taking something old and giving it a completely new purpose is also very impressive. Instead of throwing the shovel away or leaving it unused, the creator sees its potential and turns it into something much more useful. I really enjoy videos like this because they are not only entertaining, but they also make us think differently. They show us that creativity does not always require expensive machines or advanced technology. Sometimes a simple idea and some practical skills can make a huge difference. So, let's continue watching and see exactly how this old shovel gets its incredible transformation. Now, we are getting into the most interesting part of the video, the actual transformation process. The creator starts by carefully examining the old shovel. He looks at the metal, the blade, the handle connection, and the areas that will need to handle the most pressure. I really like the way he doesn't immediately start cutting everything. He seems to understand that proper planning is important before making any changes. When you are working with metal, one small mistake can affect the entire design. Then the cutting process begins. The sound of the grinder cutting through the metal immediately makes the project feel serious. Sparks are flying, pieces are being removed, and slowly, the original shovel begins to look completely different. At this point, I was really curious about what the final tool would look like. The creator then starts adding new metal components and welding them into position. This is where his experience becomes obvious. The welding work is especially impressive. The different pieces need to be positioned correctly so the final tool can handle pressure while working in the soil. It is not simply about joining two pieces of metal together. The creator has to think about strength, balance, movement, and how the tool will actually be used. One of the most interesting parts is the seed dropping mechanism. Instead of using complicated electronics, the design uses a simple mechanical system. I think that is a smart choice because a simple mechanism can be easier to maintain and repair. I also noticed how the creator reinforces important areas of the tool. The parts that will experience more pressure need to be strong enough to survive repeated use. That attention to detail makes the project much more impressive. Another thing I respect is that the creator is using relatively basic workshop equipment. There is no need for a huge factory or extremely expensive machinery. With the right knowledge, welding equipment, metal pieces, and creativity, something useful can be created from an old tool. This is the kind of DIY project that makes you think, maybe I should stop throwing away old things, because sometimes an object that looks completely useless can actually have a second life if someone has the creativity to see its potential. After all the cutting, measuring, welding, and adjustments, we finally reach the final assembly. And honestly, the transformation is impressive. If you compare the finished product with the original shovel, it is difficult to believe that they are basically the same starting tool. The creator has added several components that completely change the purpose of the shovel. It now looks more like a specialized farming device than a traditional digging tool. And now comes the moment I was waiting for, the real-world test. The creator takes the finished tool outside and starts working on the soil. As the tool moves forward, it opens the soil, places the seed, and helps cover the soil again. That is the part that really impressed me. Instead of doing every step separately, the design combines multiple actions into one process. Imagine someone planting a large number of seeds manually. They might have to make a hole, place the seed, and then cover it. Doing those actions repeatedly can take a lot of time and effort. A tool that combines these steps could make the process much easier. I also like the fact that the creator is testing the tool on actual ground rather than simply showing it inside the workshop. Real soil can be very different from a clean workshop environment. The tool has to deal with pressure, resistance, different soil conditions, and repeated movement. The demonstration makes the project feel much more convincing. Of course, I think there could still be some improvements. Maybe the seed container could be made larger, or perhaps the depth could be adjustable depending on the type of crop. Different attachments could also make the tool useful for different planting jobs. But even without those improvements, the basic concept is already very interesting. What I appreciate most is the combination of simplicity and usefulness. It doesn't look unnecessarily complicated. It has a clear purpose, and the design is focused on solving a real problem. And honestly, watching the final demonstration made me think about all the old tools sitting around people's homes and workshops. Maybe some of them are not actually useless. Maybe they just need a creative mind to give them a new purpose. Be sure to share your thoughts in the comments. Tell me what you thought about this amazing transformation, and let me know which DIY, welding, or invention video you want me to react to next. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more reactions, and share it with your friends and family. Stay creative, stay safe, and keep building. Assalamu Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. See you in the next one.